molasses. This sweet, sticky syrup is used to make many tasty treats, like cookies, cake, and licorice. But back in 1919, it was the main ingredient in an unusual and deadly disaster, the Great Molasses Flood. Science of a Sticky Disaster. The Great Molasses Flood took place in Boston, Massachusetts on January 15, 1919. On that day, an enormous steel tank full of molasses burst open. A giant wave of the gooey liquid surged down busy Commercial Street, trapping people and animals and destroying buildings. The flood killed 21 people and injured about 150 others. How could molasses cause such a terrible tragedy? Scientists have studied the event and done experiments to try to figure that out. Over time, they have come up with several theories, or ideas. One theory is that there was a small crack near the bottom of the tank. On that January day in 1919, the tank held a whopping 2.3 million gallons of molasses. The molasses was pushing against the tank walls. This is called pressure. It did not help that the tank was in bad shape. Over the years, the tank had sprung leaks. But instead of fixing the tank, the company painted it brown to hide the molasses stains. If there was a crack in the tank, pressure from the molasses could have caused the crack to give way. The tank ripped apart with enough force that the bolts holding it together shot out like bullets. Another theory is that the tank exploded. Under certain conditions, molasses can give off a gas called carbon dioxide, the same gas that's in a can of soda. If a lot of carbon dioxide collected inside the tank, all those moving molecules could have created even more pressure against the sides of the tank. That pressure could have caused the tank to explode, just like a can of soda sometimes does. A giant wave of any liquid would cause big problems. But why was the molasses particularly dangerous? Science can explain it. Take a look at this gooey molasses. It doesn't flow as easily or quickly as water does. You may have even heard the expression, as slow as molasses. This is a quality that scientists call viscosity. And the colder molasses gets, the thicker or more viscous it becomes. When the molasses first burst out, it was warm from being inside the tank, so it flowed quickly over a large area. But within seconds, the winter air made it cool and thicken. This trapped people in the goo, making it harder for them to be rescued. Boston's Great Molasses Flood is one of the most unusual disasters in American history, but science can help us understand how and why this sticky disaster happened.